So, good morning to everyone here watching. Today we're going to show you a video on how to install 2008 and some setup with the need. We're going to show you so that we're going to have a proper setup and also a few configurations, some DNS configurations as well. So first, we're going to have a server installation and settings with proper setup requirements. So the setup will be installing Windows Server 2008 in our VirtualBox. You just have to choose the ISO file like this here. So you can see the name of Windows Server 2008 folder. This folder is where you install your VirtualBox ISO Windows Server, and the ISO image chooses the program or the ISO itself that we're going to install. Next, if you configure the account that we'll be using for our Windows Server 2008, note that you need to edit the host name and make them no spaces because you cannot proceed. So it's something like this. If you have a host name, make sure that you have it like this. There's no spaces because you won't be able to click next if you have spaces on your host name. Then 2048 for base memory, and then 32 gig for the virtual hard disk. Once after this, you click next and then click the start, and then after that, once a page will appear for clicking next, for clicking this finish after, the start of page will pop up, and again the Windows OS will automatically operate. Sometimes you don't need to click the start button here, the green button, and because after this next button here and finish, the OS will go into the automatically operate and start the Windows setup. Send the setup after this configuration interface to the OS installation should appear like this, and we'll just have to wait because there's a huge chance that the setup will restart once or twice, but after that the interface to your Windows 7 OS should appear. And now we just have to wait for the auto setup to finish, and here we are. We could restart the PC that we have, and then we can log in our account that we made from earlier. That account was from here, the big box user. So next thing that we're going to discuss right now was the settings for proper setup requirements. We're going to change our daytime zone. So in order for you to change your daytime zone, we just need to put the change date and time settings. It's below here in this column here. Click this and change. Click the date, actual date and time, and then after that, this will going to appear. And then after this, you just need to click the change date and time settings, and after you click the change date and time settings, this should be appear, and then change date and time. Then after that, change date and time if necessary. If the date and time doesn't sync to your uh, actual date and time, you just have to configure out manually. Then here, the actual time zone, you should click the time zone here. This is the time zone. Here, date and time. Alright, just change set the time zone. It's come from here. change time zone, and then in here in the time zone settings, you can actually change all the time zone here. We we in this time zone, this video, we use the Beijing with Hong Kong time zone, the UTC +8 time zone. And after the configuration, close the date and time settings, and we're good to go. So that's how you change the date and time settings for configuration. So next is we're going to have our Active Directory. So we're now installing Active Directory in Windows Server 2008. So in order for you to install Active Directory in Windows Server, you need to open the Server Manager console by either typing Server Manager.msc in the search box and pressing enter, or by navigating to Start, Administrative Tools, Server Manager, and once the console, go to the left pane, choose roles, and click Add Roles. So here we have to configure the setting here, then click Next. Okay, so the line is incorrect, but the thing that you should click here is this Add Roles, this one. We could have a actual. So tools. Um, Maybe we could just. But here in the print screen, I'm going to show you what you should click. This is the thing that you should click, the Add Roles. So not the configure for Windows Firewall, but the Add Roles that you should click. So again, after you click the Add Roles here, because it says a Server Manager, you need to choose roles. So click Add Roles, and then click Next. And then this will be going to appear before you begin. Just click Next. After you click the Active Directory, the main services, a pop-up will appear, then click Add Required Features. So for the server roles, for us to add the Active Directory, we need to click the Active Directory main settings and roles, the main services and roles. And then once this pop-up will appear, just click the Add Required Features, and then click Next. Then after you click Next, this will going to appear. Just click Next again, and after that, click Install. After you click Install, after that, a progress will appear, and then wait for the installation to finish, and then click the Close button. Alright, so again, the progress, you just have to wait, and then after that, the results are going to be successful, and click Close. Restart the server after successfully installing the Active Directory domain services located under the roles in the Server Manager console. Take note of the message stating this server is not yet running as a domain controller. Under Active Directory domain services, and click the link following the message to initiate the installation wizard. So here, uh, this is the Server Manager. So actually, if you just search for Server Manager, it will appear. So click Start, then search Server Manager. Then after you open the Server Manager, you can find the Active Directory domain and the roles. You just have to click the roles, and then the drop down will appear, and then after that, the drop down Active Directory domain will go drop down will going to appear, and then after that, we will just need to click Active Directory domain services, and then follow the message in order to start the installation wizard. So you just have to click the message, the summary in here, this word summary, below it is run the active directory domain services installation wizard. You just have to follow it, click next, and after that this will appear. Operating system capability, click next, and then in here you just need to create a new domain in a new forest. When installing the new domain controller, select create new domain in a new forest and then click next. So the name of the forest root domain, this is your own domain name, so it's up to you on how to you name your root domain or the forest. So type in a fully qualified domain or the FTDN and click next. Click next again, and if the DNS server service is already installed, the DNS server option will be disabled. If not, choose it and proceed by clicking next. If a pop-up message appears prompting you to manually create a delegation to the DNS server, click yes. Here it is. Click next. Next, choose the database log files and sysvol folders. If asked to create DNS delegation, always click yes and yes and then create the DNS delegation. Alright, so again, click yes, create DNS delegation, automatically attempt to create DNS delegation, and yes, here, and create DNS delegation, create a username and password. Alright, so you see next, choose the database log files, just click next again, and choose a strong password. Alright, and password could be, you could just choose 128 for now, and then click next and next, and wait for the installation to finish, and then reboot for completion. To install DNS, we just had to install it under the roles. Just open the service manager, add roles, then under the services roles, select DNS server here, then click next, and click next again. If installation succeeds, close the installation wizard, and then you can just, restart it again. Here's the plagiarism scan report. Isn't much for plagiarism, and now it's alright. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something.